social media makes you hate your life. I've always been a person who loves and hates social media at the same time. I love it because you can be connected with people. You can learn so much about the world. You can learn so much about anything in life through social media, through YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is. You can learn so much about people. You can meet so many good people. But on the other hand, there's a lot of things that I don't like about it. There's a lot of things that make people hate themselves, and I feel like a big reason is because social media is a picture perfect thing. Social media is always that highlight reel of people's lives. You go onto Instagram, you see people traveling the world, you see people graduating, you see people got that new car. It doesn't matter what it is, you're always comparing your life to another person's highlight. You're comparing your lows to their highs, and you hate your life. You think everything in your life is going wrong, but remembering that social media isn't what you think it is. Social media is just what people want you to see. So stop hating on your life. Stop hating yourself for not meeting those social media standards, not meeting those societal standards that you always see. It's rare that people will post their struggles. It's rare that people will talk about the lows that they go through. Understanding that everyone you see on social media is human. Everybody goes through problems, but you don't see those. You don't see the problems, but for yourself, for your life, all you see is your problems. You see your problems, but I feel like a good thing is to romanticize your life. Yeah, social media can help you romanticize your life, but a lot of people live through a screen. A lot of people live on social media. Whenever you see concerts, or if you go to a music festival, whatever it is where someone's performing, all you see is people recording. You never see people just vibing and actually having fun. People have to record almost the whole show. People watch the show or the concert through their screen. They don't actually live in the moment. They don't actually live in the present. They live through that screen. And a lot of people hate their life because of social media, because it consumes their life. They're addicted. They're addicted to scrolling on TikTok. They're addicted to scrolling on IG Reels, and that's why you hate your life. You can't go without scrolling. You need that hit of dopamine all the time. If you can't get that hit of dopamine, you're upset because it is quick dopamine, and that makes you hate other things in life, the things that should bring you true happiness, the slow things in life like watching a sunset or going on a walk. You don't enjoy those things anymore because your brain is so used to this quick dopamine from social media. So taking a break from social media can change your life, but also being on social media can change your life. It depends how you use it. So watching what you consume, setting restrictions for yourself, setting restrictions on the content that you watch, what you consume, you become. And it's not just with food, but it's with media, with social media. So understand that if you always eat bad food, if you always look at bad posts or posts that make you want more, posts that make you feel bad about yourself, then that's going to be your life. You are what you consume. So watching what you consume and being careful with what you consume, being intentional. Intentional is something that I've been trying to do lately. Being intentional with everything I do, being intentional with the way that I wake up, being intentional with the things that I do throughout my day, what I put on my screen, what I put in my body. You have to be intentional, being intentional with the use of social media. Stop just opening Instagram, opening TikTok, and just scrolling, having no intention. You're opening it because you're bored. You're opening it because you have nothing else to do. Being intentional. Instead of just scrolling on TikTok, maybe searching up educational videos, connecting with those friends, whatever it is, be intentional with the time that you have. And if you have social media, be intentional with what you consume. If you want to take a break, take a break. But social media can be one of the best things in your life. Social media can and will change your life for the better or for the worse. You're the person who decides that. You decide if you hate your life because of social media, or you decide if your life changes because of social media. Your life could change for the better or could change for the worse. It depends on what your intention with using social media is. Is it just to scroll endlessly, scroll and waste time, or is it to learn? Is it to spread positivity? Is it to educate other people? Is it to educate yourself? Asking yourself, what do I use social media for? And if all it is a burden to you, a burden to your life, then you have to seriously reconsider why you have it. Take a break, take a detox, and enjoy life. Touch grass and When you go outside, actually touch grass. Don't go outside and go on your phone. Don't go outside and scroll. Go outside, enjoy nature, enjoy your presence, read a book, do something other than social media. If you want to go outside, go outside. But if you want to go on social media, then go on social media. But don't trick yourself into saying, yeah, I spent all this time outside, I spent all this time with myself, but all you did was you went outside, scroll on TikTok. All you did was sit in your bed and watch a YouTube video, but that's not actually spending intentional time with yourself. I feel like nowadays, all you see is people scrolling and scrolling. When you're at dinner or when they're on the bus, people just scrolling. Even the other day, I saw somebody, they're walking across the street and they're scrolling. Like, they're not paying attention to anything that's going on in the real world because they're too busy living through a screen. And that's why a lot of people hate their life. They hate their life because they're not living their life. They're trying to live another person's. They're parasocial with people on social media, people on Twitch. So live your life. You hate your life because you're trying to live another person's life. You're too invested in another person's life when you should invest in your own. Are you using social media for good or for bad? Being intentional with the consumption of social media.